Yeah, welcome back to another episode of Rockstar Reacts, Rockstar Reactions. It's your host, Rockstar 2800, the most hated, the most opinionated, the most underrated. You know the truth. Like, comment, subscribe right now to this channel. If you haven't already, become a member. Turn on your notifications, hit that bell. Yeah, follow SmutfreeTV on Instagram. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets, no cap. All right, let's get into this right here, man. Adam22. Adam22 has announced no jumper is broke. What's really going on? What's really going on, y'all? No jumper is broke? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But maybe he did get in over his head. I mean, the facility is nice, it's big. I mean, it's in Burbank. I mean, it costs a pretty penny to own a building in Burbank, let alone industrial building, right? So I mean, let's see what he has to say. I'm not too sold on it. I've seen some headlines and they was like he might be laying off some more people. So let's hear what he has to say about this, because this is coming out the blue after Bricc and the indictment, and then four extras just came home today. So we about to see what's really going on. All right, let's go.
So there's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke. I know that might sound crazy. Between both of our YouTube channels last month, we got over 25 million views. We're doing well on Facebook and Snapchat. We employ quite a few of the hottest content creators on the West Coast, and we pump out an insane amount of content on a weekly basis. How could we be going broke? Well, let's start here. We expanded too much during COVID at just about the exact moment that our revenue streams all took a hit. We hired a whole bunch of editors and other employees, and we bought a huge office building that cost us almost $4 million, thinking that the growth that we were experiencing during the pandemic was going to continue. And unfortunately, that did not happen. Our YouTube numbers, which had doubled or even tripled, gradually returned to normal. Our Snapchat and Facebook numbers, which had exploded during COVID, sometimes even hitting six figures a month, shrank by about 80% or more. Our Patreon, which was absolutely killing it for a year or two when we were doing uncensored, aka nude interviews with up-and-coming superstars like Kazumi and Sky Bree, fell off quite a bit with the launch of Plug Talk and a decreased interest in seeing us interview stars. In addition to that, you might recall that the channel took quite a hit when approximately 8 of our hosts left the platform in March of 2023. Although,
so he does admit that AD and them leaving, he took a hit. He does admit it finally. I never really heard him say that. Like, he try to like brush it off, never saw that, but he's saying like, yeah, them leaving put them in a position for sure. That's quite interesting. That's quite interesting, man. Let's get back to
we've definitely largely recovered and managed to build up a very healthy roster of talent since then. That certainly took a toll on our business for a while as well. All that stuff hurt the business, but we were still solidly profitable. That is, until the last few months, where we experienced two major L's that we never could have seen coming. First, we lost the No Jumper Instagram. After almost 10 years of building it up and essentially no strikes on our account, we got taken down one day, and we still have absolutely no idea why. We've had no luck getting it back, despite being in contact with what seems like every Instagram recovery guy on the face of the planet. We were bringing in a very solid amount of cash monthly that was keeping us afloat via selling sponsored posts on the account, and that mostly vanished overnight. And while we've been growing the new No Jumper LA account up ever since and managing to sell sponsored collab posts using my Instagram and the No Jumper LA account, DM or email if interested, we aren't making anywhere near as much from Instagram now.
wow. So, damn, the Instagram was on fire. The Instagram was hot. To lose that and not get no explanation for it is crazy to me. I don't get it either. I feel like Adam must have pissed somebody off, or No Jumper pissed somebody off to where they don't even want them to have that. Like, no explanation, nothing, and y'all tapped in with everybody and y'all can't even get y'all page back. That's crazy to me. Another thing is, um, like, like you said the building, moving into the building, and you know, the building being a little bit more for what you bargained for. Like it just don't add up to me why all this is coming back now. I mean, you're saying the decrease and the fluctuation and all that, but y'all supposed to been on. You supposed to been good, but the building might be the biggest expense in my opinion. Maybe because he's not using it in the right form or fashion. He's only pumping content instead of like I don't know. I can't even give him no advice, right? But let's hear what he got to say second.
Side note, if you're a meta rep, please DM me. I would love to speak to anyone who could help with this. And second, in addition to that, we have been hit with a bullshit lawsuit from a former employee. Now, essentially everything in this lawsuit is completely fictional, and every lawyer that I've spoken to about it has described this as basically an extortion attempt, but it still cost us a ton of money already, and it's expected to cost us many hundreds of thousands of dollars to see this through to completion. It's insane to me.
Oh, Yuri is suing them? This is nasty work, yo. Yuri is suing them. But look, this is my thing. I'm gonna let him continue, but that see now this means I didn't know all this. Yeah, this it's getting serious, y'all. And this is why. This is another reason for the cutback. This is another reason why we're going broke.
To me that a person that we did so much for can just invent some grievances out of thin air and cost us this much money as a result. This person has literally lost every single friend that he used to have when he worked at No Jumper. His streaming career has completely tanked, and he even got kicked off the podcast that he left No Jumper to start. But somehow that's our reality, and we have to fight this rather than just give in to this piece of shit.
See, he needs to stop talking about him, and that's where Yuri might win, because you still defaming him, right? It's defamation. Like you still talking crazy. Like you ain't even gotta mention him or nothing. Like you put a little clip in there. You want to say he's a piece of. You feel me? Like you don't have to say nothing, and that's why these guys are gonna keep coming after you.
So as a result of all these circumstances, we are making some changes. Over the last few months, we laid off multiple employees in an attempt to reduce our expenses as much as possible. We closed down our store on Melrose, and we're in the early stages of selling our current warehouse and moving into a smaller space.
Wow. Yeah, so I did notice No Jumper store has closed down, and probably wasn't a good idea. You know what I'm saying? He's not no clothing guy. You could just go buy it online. That's probably easier for them to have a flagship store. It sounded fun. They was next door to off a lot of cough syrup. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, they couldn't hold it down on Melrose, man. It was a good vibe, though. I like coming over there. I ain't gonna lie. It was a good vibe. You know, hang outside. Everybody pulling up. They get to see Adam, and, anybody might pull up. You never know. So, I mean, it's definitely, I think they should definitely look forward to putting something else in the future like that. Just making it more retellable. You know what I'm saying? And then he's saying so now they're gonna sell the warehouse to get in something smaller. So maybe he should have stayed where he was at. Who knows? Maybe he should stay where he's at. But I don't know. I think he's not using the building for the right reasons. Like he's not able to really capitalize off the building. You like I feel like it's so many ways to skin that cat, right? And he's not even, I guess, trying or thinking of it, thinking of what to do to up it, to get cracking.
To be honest, aside from the layoffs, which sucked, I'm pretty happy about a lot of these changes. I've realized that I should have paid more attention to DJ Vlad and kept my overhead as low as possible, particularly in terms of staff and location. I'm confident that once we get the building sold, we'll be in a pretty solid financial position again as a business. Oh, and I also just want to note that I am talking about No Jumper as a business. I've got another business in the form of Plug Talk, and I've got a pretty decent investment portfolio on a personal level. I mean, shit, I'm not $2 million in debt, and I never had to file for bankruptcy like T-Rel.
he had to throw a little hit in there. Why he had to throw T-Rail in there, man? He cold, man. He won't let T-Rail live, right? He would not let T-Rail live. That is crazy, homie. You really had to bring him up in this. So he basically saying no jumper business is failing. Plug talk is still good. And him as a person, Adam22, I guess. That's what I'm taking from it.
But I honestly spend pretty much all of my time trying to create as much content as possible with no jumper, and I can't really justify doing so unless the fundamentals of the business make sense. It was a big decision to share this stuff with you guys, but at a certain point I realized that I've been honest with the world about just about everything in my life over the years, and it felt wrong to keep all this stuff that we've been dealing with in secret. So I know what you're thinking. What can you do to help? Well, I do have some ideas, which I'll sort into 3 categories here: free, cheap, and generous. Free. Obviously, I'm infinitely thankful to anyone who watches our content at all, follows us on the @NoJumperLA Instagram, and in particular, those of you who drop likes and comments on our videos and Instagram posts. In the long run, that stuff is super helpful. Cheap. We are really trying to get serious about embracing our members here on YouTube. For $5 a month,
I bet you are trying to embrace your members now.
Got a ton of awesome benefits, including being able to watch all of our interviews free of censorship and bleeped words before they're released to the public. Members only chat for all of our live stream content, and we're just going to be prioritizing a lot of our most requested content and trying to do that live for members only. So for any of you who are down to spend $5 a month to help support the business, we're just going to try to keep adding more and more stuff to make that an easy decision for you guys who are down to support. And for those of you who have more money to spend, we're introducing a mega premium $100 tier to our memberships that will get your name added to the end of all our videos, and it will also get you consistent advice and opinions on your music submissions with 1 free submission per month and discounted additional songs. Basically, we're just trying to do as much as possible for anybody who's down to join this tier. So we're going to hype you up on our live streams and try to really give you actual professional advice about what we think that you should do with your career and everything like that. And, we're going to try to add even more value for that $100 tier as time goes by. Also, if you own or work for a brand and would like to sponsor the
yeah, no more free promo, man. But y'all kind of get the gist of what's going on here, man. I mean, he's basically cutting back. You know what I'm saying? He's cutting back. He's it's a rollback, like Walmart. It's a rollback. So he try to sell everything he can. He gonna be trying to do everything he can, any type of content. He desperate. So now I get it. So that's why he gonna reach for the sky this time. Y'all about to see a whole new Adam right now, boy. Back against the wall. Yeah, boy, he coming out swinging. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about No Jumper going broke. Do you think it was a good idea for him to even come out and announce that? Like, they about to have a field day. FMW back on field about to have a field day with that. I mean, the whole internet is. It's like, but he feels like he's so transparent. He doesn't hide nothing. But it's just some things that's like, look, bro, I don't have to let the whole world know, in my opinion. But look, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe right now to this channel. It's your host, Rocstar2800, the most hated, the most opinionated, the most underrated. You know the truth. Like, comment, subscribe right now to this channel. If you haven't already, become a member. Turn on your notifications. Hit that bell. Follow SmutfreeTV on Instagram. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets. No cap.